Well, I'm Adam Hanegan, and you know, I grew up in a semi-rough neighborhood in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm from here. As a kid, I never really felt like I fit in anywhere I went. I was actually made fun of a lot and picked on in school. One for being, biracial, being black and white, and then, I've always been kind of a nerd. So, but my parents they had taken us to church when we were kids, and I was introduced to Jesus, and like I accepted Jesus when I was a kid, but it was more like I was trying to fit in with the other kids, and to me, Jesus was the same as like Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny at that point. But as I got older, things happened in my life. I was abused sexually when I was about 8 years old, and that went on for probably a year or two, and I never said anything about it. I got out of elementary school and I went to junior high, and I picked up skateboarding along the way, and skateboarding was like everything to me. Still kind of, it's a big part of my life now. I've been doing it almost 20 years. Eventually, I think I was 17 years old. I was on a school trip in Chicago, and the opportunity presented itself to impress this girl that I really liked. And I had my first drink, and I actually, over time, started seeing myself dying at an early age, and I was cool with that. They say as children, when we have traumatic events, we kind of lock them away, and that's what I did, I think, and so once I brought that stuff up, the drinking and the drugging started getting, way more out of control, and my answer was to join the military because I hated, I hated school. I didn't want to be in Cincinnati. I felt like, that if I just got away from Cincinnati and started over somewhere else, especially in the military, they'll make me into a man. So I was in the Navy for 5.5 years, from the age of 20 to almost 26. I started doing cocaine while I was there. I had done it before that, but I was doing it in San Diego while I was in the military. I went off the rails more, and then eventually I got caught doing cocaine by the Navy, so they put me in rehab, and then gave me the boot. I lost my apartment, almost lost my car, I lost my girlfriend. I entered the deepest depression I've ever been in, and approaching my 30th birthday, and I'm like, dude, I'm miserable drunk, and I'm miserable sober, so I might as well kill myself, because I failed at being a father, I failed at being a member of the U.S. Armed Forces, I failed at being a son, a brother, a friend, and I just wanted it to end. It was my 30th birthday, and I had plans to kill myself. I actually had 3 plans. I was going to go either get drunk and high enough to where I overdosed, or I was going to run my car off the side of the road or a bridge or something, or somehow get a hold of a gun. It's not that hard to get a hold of a gun. So I was like, it's happening tonight. And I left my parents' house, and on the way to the bars, I heard a voice basically just telling me, give it one more shot, man. If you want to die, if you want to kill yourself tomorrow, do it tomorrow, not today. So I eventually decided to tell my parents that I was suicidal, and my mom and dad suggested that I attend the Alpha course here at the Vineyard and start going to like some services. And I was like, well, you know what else do I have left at this point? And I came into Alpha, and I remember coming to my table, and everybody at the table just kind of looked. It was like a mix of people, and I'm like, it's not like the same people, and here I am, like, coming in, probably look crazy, dressed all black, angry, depressed, whatever. I remember them asking us, like, why are you here? And I was just like, I need to figure out what life is about and what my purpose is, because if there's no point in me being here, I'm just going to kill myself. This is the last straw for me. And I remember them just saying, well, we're glad you're here. And I was like, okay, well, I'll guess I'll keep coming back to this. And, and over the next few weeks, I learned a little bit more, well, not a little bit, a lot more about Jesus than what I learned about when I was a kid. And watching the stories of other people that I could relate to, other, convicts and drug addicts and alcoholics, people that just been through the ringer, talk about how they're, I was just amazed how Jesus did this for you, like made you feel like you're worth it, and I got home one night and there's a prayer in the Alpha book that they gave us. And I got home and got on my knees and I asked Jesus to forgive me and accepted him as my Lord and Savior. And then it was, I felt this weight lifted off my shoulders. And the next day I felt way different. Like, I was smiling for no reason. And I kind of had this goofy smile on my face since then. It's been almost 4 months, I guess. Knowing that, God thinks that I'm worth it enough to send his son down here to die for me and all the bad things that I've done. I got baptized recently, and that experience, I was baptized as a kid, as a baby. But, because I made this decision to get up there and, let everybody know that I'm choosing to follow Jesus. This is the biggest moment in my life, with being baptized here.